You guys know that thing that we all went through in 2020? You know what it is. I can't say the word because apparently the Google algorithm doesn't like it and will push your video down if you say that word. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Well, here's what happened. During 2020, we all had our birthdays and we couldn't have birthday parties. Well, it was a big birthday for me because I turned 40 years old. So I made a promise to myself. I was going to get in the best shape of my life. I was going to find the right tech to do it. And guess what? I did it. A year later, I can honestly say I am in the best shape of my life. And so today, I'm going to show all the different types of tech products that I use to help me to get in shape. Now, this is going to start with a disclaimer, okay? Technology is not going to get you in shape. It's still going to require grit, consistency, short-term goals, long-term goals. Y'all know what I'm talking about. However, certain pieces of tech can actually help you stay motivated during that journey. And I'm going to show you right now what I use. So without further ado, let's get it. Cue in that intro. So basically everything I'm going to show you is not groundbreaking. It's not like some magical tech gadget. We're going to look at a couple. It's bare bones. If you're looking for a magic pill, you've come to the wrong place. Now, there's a couple of things that we're going to do. We're going to start off with the smart scale. And the one that I'm using, and there's a variety out there, so you don't have to use this one, but it's just what I have. This is from Withings, and it's their Body Plus Smart Scale. Now, I've used Withings products before, and I do like this. It's using the Bioelectric impedance. They call it BIA. Basically, what that is they send this electric current. So you're barefooted, obviously, and you stand on here. It sends an electric current through your body. And from that, because the way that the electric current goes through fats, muscles, and various other tissues like your bones, all differ. And it can tell from the speed of that current from going out your foot and then coming back down, the actual scale will determine and try to predict what your body fat is, what your lean muscle tissue is, how much water you're holding. And that's all great data. Here's the problem. And we've talked about this before. It is dirty data. Dirty in the sense that it is not completely accurate. It's not 100%. If you go into a laboratory and you say, the Withings Plus or Smart Scale Plus here told me that my body fat is 15%. You're going to see variance. And variance is statistically is like, what's the range that it's off by? And it could be anywhere from literally, I'm not even kidding you, 5 to 10%. And that is a huge range when we're talking about body fat, because being 20% and 10% is a huge difference. And I saw a lot of variability in this. But here's the thing. Here's the thing I want you to know. It's consistent, meaning if you took a measurement today and tomorrow you take a measurement and you haven't really changed anything, it's going to give you relatively the same reading. What you have to do, though, if you want to take advantage of any kind of smart scale, because I'm going to be honest with you, they all somewhat suck in terms of they're not completely accurate, but they are consistent. And that's what we're talking about here, is that if you take it the same time every day, like say first thing you wake up, go to the bathroom, flush your system out, jump on the scale. That's what I do every single day. Now, you do that for a long time. It's consistent data. So if you do lose weight, you will see it graphically that you're losing weight. Now, don't look at the actual numbers. Just look at the trend. It's the trend that makes it smart. And so, you know what? Let's just jump in. Let's just go ahead and jump into the app. And I'm just going to show you, man, because the proof is in the pudding, folks. It's called the HealthMate app from Withings. So in here, look at this. It's got your latest measurements. It shows how many steps I've taken. And that's using, I guess, my phone because I don't have any Withings wearable on my wrist. We'll talk about this thing a little bit later. And it's not from Withings. So now I'm just going to go into my weight. And look at that. Look at that graph. I can go ahead and back it up. And back it up. Whoa, look at this. Now we're going down from months. And you can see all the different stats. Now, it's important to just pay attention to that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at decided when is this? May. Okay, yeah. So that's about right. May of 2020 is when I was like, all right, I got to make some changes. Now it was around July, which is when I turned 40, right around here. So already from May to July, I lost a significant amount of weight, almost about, well, this says about 7-8 pounds. Now, a lot of that could be water, but obviously I'm making the right progress. And so then I decided, all right, beast mode. And guess what happens? It just keeps going down. It went down a lot. Like, let's go all the way down here. This is when I was fasting. So look at that, 144 pounds. So I was at one point about 168 pounds and dropping over here to like 144 pounds. That, my friends, is a big difference. Again, the thing about the scale is the actual weight is accurate. It's the composition that has a lot of variability to it. So it's still good. That weight is accurate. That is accurate data. And I took it around the same time, and even tells you when you took it, what time. And here's the breakdown. You see, look at how much fat mass I had at 168 pounds, 36.1 pounds of fat. Again, it is not true data. Don't look at that and say Andy Baryer had 36 pounds. It was up there, but give or take some pounds. Now, let's go ahead and back up, and let's go right to like fasting, right at the fasting. And look at that, 22 pounds of fat mass, a huge difference. You also notice the muscle mass went down, and that makes a lot of sense because when you do lose some fat, you lose, and you lose weight, you lose water, body water, and that is counted in your muscle mass. So I didn't lose 5 pounds of muscle. I don't think so, because I was doing strength training. But again, this does a really good job of tracking your weight. And you know what? If you're the type of person that, gets motivated by looking at data, if you always wanted good test scores and you just because you have to have good data, you're going to love a smart scale. It's going to help you out a lot. So number one, that is what you need if you want to lose weight. When we talk about lose weight, we really mean we're talking about losing fat. And a smart scale can help you. Just remember, and it's really hard to do this. I do this all the time. I just did it right now. You think that's true data, but it's not. There's a lot of variability. What I do to give me peace of mind is I go to my gym, and they have something similar. It's called the InBody 270. It does the same thing, BIA, Bioelectric Impedance, except it has handles. And I found that to be a good one that I can compare this one with because it's way more accurate. So accurate that at least twice a month, I go, and I'm going to show you. I go there and I get printouts so I can see all the kind of data. So I can honestly say when I started, my body fat percentage, or actually when I started doing this was in October, and I started losing weight in May. So my body fat, I'm estimating, was probably like 22, 23%, which is not like super bad. Like obviously a lot of people have worse, but for me, I think that was my all-time high. And that's when I decided to make some lifestyle changes. And the smart scale combined with the InBody 270, which my gym has, just something else to compare it with. It really helped. It really, really, it helped so much that literally every day I wake up, I drink coffee, I go to the bathroom, and I jump on the scale. It's just like clockwork. And all that data automatically gets synced into my phone, gives me the graphical form that I need to see as I'm making my progress. Whether, like, I lost a lot of weight, now I'm trying to gain some muscle mass, and it's going to help me do that. Well, that concludes video 1 of 3 videos on tech that I use to get fit. In this case, we're talking about smart scales. Don't forget, you can get more information about me on my website, handyandymedia.com. That's where you're going to find everything from tech content, from DIY content, radio interviews. Of course, you can also find me on YouTube. So if you just go to YouTube, you can search Handy Andy Media. That should take you to the YouTube channel for Handy Andy Media. Make sure you subscribe to that. Be sure to watch video 2 of this 3-part series of tech that I use to get fit. We're going to be taking a look at wireless earbuds, which ones I use and why, and then we'll finally end it off with a wearable and which one I'm wearing on my wrist. This is Handy Andy signing out. See you again next time.